In February 2016, the 25-year-old Alex Teixeira, one of Liverpool's top transfer targets, joined Jiangsu Suning for £42 million. This transfer drew the world's attention to the financial might of the Chinese Super League. Since then, player deals include Carlos Tevez's reported £615,000 per week contract with Shanghai, a club who also paid Chelsea £60 million in the summer for Oscar. But how can the clubs afford this level of spending? Put simply, many of the clubs in the CSL have incredibly wealthy owners. For example, Guangzhou Evergrande are owned by one of China's biggest construction firms, with Alibaba, China's version of Amazon, holding a minority share. Much like Manchester City, the owners of these clubs have near endless cash reserves, and since the CSL operates outside of UEFA, Chinese clubs are not restricted by financial fair play rules. Without needing to balance the books, clubs can afford to pay players like Graziano Pella, for example, £290,000 per week. Chinese businesses are also heavily investing in football outside of China. Dr. Tony Xia at Aston Villa is an example of this. 4 English clubs are currently majority or minority owned by Chinese businesses, including Manchester City, 13% of which is owned by China Media Group, a state-backed organisation. This means that City are effectively 13% owned by the Chinese government. With the cost so high, you might wonder why they're doing this. The Chinese president, Xi Jinping, wants to expand China's economy beyond manufacturing, and he's pinpointed entertainment and sport as areas for growth. His aim is to host the World Cup in China and develop a team capable of winning the tournament in the future. In 2015, he even made football a compulsory part of the curriculum for Chinese schools. For wealthy businesses in China, investing in football is more about geopolitical standing than it is about the sport itself. Businesses aim to curry favour with politicians by showing their commitment to the country's aims. Spending lavishly on foreign footballers is a fairly easy way to do this. With the current revenue streams, this level of spending is unsustainable, yet the growth potential of the Chinese Super League is huge, with a consumer culture and a population of 1.4 billion. Average attendance in 2015 was 22,000, on a par with La Liga, and the league's current domestic broadcasting deal brings in $1.2 billion over 5 years. Yet there are obstacles to achieving this. The league operates a limit on foreign players. Clubs are allowed a maximum of 5 foreign players, one of whom must be from an Asian Champions League competing country, and teams on the field are allowed a maximum of 3 foreign players at any given time. This was reduced from 4 last season. A spokesperson for China's General Administration of Sport also said recently that the government are considering a cap on spending in an effort to avoid unsustainability within the league.